All right, folks. We are back with more Street Fighter 6, and I'm right here, basically exactly where I left off the last video, because before we get into like some actual gameplay here, I have been hearing about this jump cancel SPD thing that Gief can do to try and beat throws a lot of the time, and I don't actually know what it, like, you know, how exactly it works or how to do it or things like that, but I'm curious enough about it to at least want to do a little bit of practice. The weird thing is, though, I mean, there's throw escape practice. How does this work? Oh, okay. He's gonna sweep you. He always sweeps you, and then... Oh, no, it's different. Okay. No, but here... So, no. As fun as that is, thank you, video game. I actually do want him to just, like, throw me every time, basically. So I guess what we want to do is just this, and then throw, right? Every time. Something like that. Right? Yeah, so that's more like delay tech practice? Yeah, so I got an SPD there, but did not beat the throw. I can't help but notice. So what you're trying to do, basically, I guess, yeah, for a quick explanation of what is going on here. So it's my understanding that basically the mechanism through which this jump cancel SPD thing that Gief does works is that Gief has 5 pre-jump frames. So aka like he has 5 frames where he's like squatting down to leave the ground. But again, jumps are throw invincible frame 1. Even during those pre-jump frames where you're still starting to like leave the ground, you're technically not even airborne yet, the game has detected you are jumping, so you are throw invincible, right? And apparently those pre-jump frames are also cancelable into SPD, is my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Razzle. But so basically the mechanism through which this works, I think, is that you jump, you're in those pre-jump frames. While you're in those pre-jump frames, they throw you, the throw whiffs, right? And then at the end of those pre-jump frames, you cancel into SPD, and you basically punish counter SPD them on their whiff throw. As like their throw whiffs through your throw invincible body, you then punish them with the SPD, right? You're right, it works like that in all games? Yeah. So, with that in mind, I'm not entirely sure. So, a throw has 3 active frames? How many active frames does a throw have in this game? 3, right? So we need to... So is it basically, is the idea here you're holding... Because you don't want to start actually doing the SPD before their throw basically fully whiffs, right? But I mean, I guess SPD in itself takes like 6... SPD takes like, you know, like 4 to 5 frames to input anyway. So this really just like, is this basically starting an SPD input with up and doing it really quick like? Or what exactly is the mechanism through which you can do this? I am kind of curious. Like, what does this SPD look like? I don't know if I can input an SPD that fast, man. I'm trying to look at my input log right here. Basically, SPD, as you're waking up, hold up, then hit the button to cancel. Oh, okay. So you're like, you buffer the SPD as you're getting up. I see. So you like, when he sweeps me here. Oh, let's when he sweeps me here, I'm buffering SPD already. You're saying. And then okay. And then I hold up. Oh. Gotcha. All right, yeah. So, yeah, because I was like, you only have like 5 frames to do this. Yeah, you buffer SPD, kind of as you're almost up, right? And then you end on the up input and you hold it, but then you only hold it for a little bit, and then when you're done, when you want to, you hit the button, and that basically it's the input buffer, the leniency of the input buffer is what allows this, essentially, right? Like technically, you inputted a whole SPD, you just didn't hit the button. You can also spin slower than you'd think. Yeah, I mean. Again, the input leniency, I guess. I see the vision here, certainly. I have to hold up for longer than give it credit for, though. So yeah, if I get grabbed, I didn't hold up for long enough. If I jump, I held it for too long, basically. I did it once, which is kind of miraculous. But now the idea is going to be trying to figure out a way to make this easier for myself. I think I'm churning a little bit too early. Yeah. I might be churning a little bit too early, but I hope this makes sense to anyone who's watching this. This is a matter of actually, I think I'm doing a little bit too early on. I need to like try some extremes and try to okay. I was doing a little bit too early, I think. I need to try some extremes and like narrow, like binary search my way in, right? Start like really late or really early and see what seems right. And right now, going really late seems closer than going really early. I see the vision with this, certainly. And this is pretty nice, right? Because I mean, I guess this is. I mean, you can also because they're gonna be right in your face. You can also do this with heavy SPD. But if they do like I mean, this could even catch like a slight backwalk, right? Light SPD, if you use light SPD, is so goddamn big. That if they're like not back dashing and they're like back walking, you'll actually like catch them out of it a lot of the time too. Yeah, I definitely I see what's going on here. And so yeah, like the actual input is gonna take a little bit of time to get better at. I think. Yeah, I think again I have to be later than I think. I'm doing it I'm starting to churn way too early right now. Is my current understanding. Yeah. Okay, that was closer. I think. Yeah, it's way too early. If I'm holding I'm holding them for like 7 frames each, that's too early probably. Okay. If you went like the other way on the SPD, you start with like the forward input. Yeah, that might be a little bit easier. Cause that's how I normally do my SPDs. I normally start at forward. Yeah, I think that's easier for me. I normally start my SPDs at forward, so. You also do it Lariat if you want a way to get a better sense of where the timing is. I think I have a. It's the kind of thing that's gonna come with practice. We have 2 in a row right there, but of course it's not gonna be consistent yet. But this is certainly an interesting little piece of tech, right? Just hold up and triple button, yeah. Easier inputs than SPD, I suppose. Gotcha. You're saying hold up and cancel it? Yeah. So I got the Lariat right there. But of course the Lariat's not gonna beat throw, right? This is, yeah, I mean, because it is nice to have like a threatening way to like discourage people from throwing you. Because teching is obviously not, you know, it resets you to neutral at best. Lariat will beat throw here? What? Really? Doesn't Lariat start up in like 15 frames? Again, I think overall I'm doing it too early pretty much most of the times that I'm messing it up. I'm doing it too early. That time was actually too late, I think. Yeah. I have to like visually, like I have to see like visually roughly where Gief is in his get up animation, and that'll be like a good cue to start with. I think like right now I'm thinking like kind of like once his head starts reaching like Ryu's like crotch level, right? That's kind of like where I'm starting to twirl. Yeah, that's too early. That's too late. That's I believe still too early. Yeah. When done correctly, doesn't matter because you're hitting the whiff. Oh yeah, I guess you're hitting the whiff after. Yeah, you're right. You're hitting the whiff after invincibility. Okay, let's try it with Lariat for a second then. Because yeah, that's a good point. The timing for it is definitely. It'll be like it's a universal thing on like your get up into your pre-jump frames, right? You can see right there. Like again, you can jump and immediately have it work. But that's too early where I hit Lariat there. Yeah, because he didn't whiff. Certainly very interesting. We're not going to spend like too much more time. It's definitely the kind of thing I got to lab out on my own time and try and get more consistent at it, right? But now that I understand the general idea, this is certainly a very interesting bit of tech, I think. I mean, you don't have a ton of time on this. Patient of frame meter too. It'll help you when you're getting. It'll help you to see where you're getting grabbed. True. That's a good point. Like that's too. Like I'm hitting Lariat too late. There I'm hitting it too early. I have not managed to get it to work with Lariat yet. Yeah, I'm at it feels like I'm too early most of the time here. Yeah, like hold up and then Lariat. Gief has 6 pre-jump frames? Okay. So it's even easier then. You have a little bit more time. Reach fighting past tier 11 for doing what, bro? I'm just chilling here. Is it just for the... You would just be holding up and just basically hitting 3 buttons at a certain point, right? For this one. Yeah. I guess you could do this technically too. Jump cancel Lariat. Yeah, this one, for some reason, this one feels harder than the SPD. I'm not sure why. Is it because I'm holding it for I'm holding it all the way at the start? Do I have to start holding up later for it to not... I don't know. Because I've not managed to get it to work with Lariats yet, and I'm not sure exactly why. Look at the frame meter, you can see you're too early. So hey, what should the frame meter look like? Let me try and understand. Okay, hold on. I wish I could like pause and just see the frame meter. There probably is a way to like how do I pause and like just look at I want to pause the game, basically. I just like take a frame by frame sort of look at things. I don't know. Is there not a way to do that, really? There's gotta be a way, right? Surely? Control settings? No. Shortcut set? I don't think so. I guess game speed, you can pause. Okay. So I have to, okay, yeah, so it's this, right? I have to pause right when whatever mistake happens. So if we pause right now, right? The light blue will be above Ryu's red active frames. Right. Yeah, so here I'm like, yeah, I only hold up for 1 frame first off. Yeah, so I need to hold up for like 2, I actually hold up for like 2 or 3 more frames, right? This is also not a perfect throw by Ryu here. Ryu is actually throwing later than usual here. He's not like perfectly timing, like now that, because his throw becomes active 3 frames after I've gotten up. Where I guess you do have 1 frame of wake up throw involved in this game, is that right? You can't be thrown the literal frame you get up, I don't think. It's not 9 like Grand Blue, but I believe there is 1. So like ideally you would want to do this like 1 frame earlier on Ryu. Because if Ryu delays his throw, that'll make this harder, right? But yeah, so I need to be a couple of frames later on hitting Lariat, I guess. Yeah, again, say that one, I didn't even jump at all there. I just like immediately woke up Lariated, basically. Same idea. Yeah, I need to, okay, yes, that, okay, yeah, sure. That was a little bit better. We were invincible for 2 frames right there. 6. Yeah, I don't, I feel like I either get it for 2 or I get it for 6. Yeah. Not sure. Oh, yeah, again, the Lariat didn't even come out there, which is weird. I guess it was the very frame that the Lariat came out. Yeah, I'm not sure, maybe I have something wrong with the way I've set up, like, Ryu's actual throw loop here. 9 frames? Yeah. It might be, I might have Ryu throwing a little bit too late here. I think make it harder yourself with the imperfect throw loop from Ryu? Yeah, hold on. Let me see, Ryu certainly has, like, an auto, please, stop. Ryu certainly has like an auto-timed one, right? Like this is plus 32. His dash is 19. What about just like a regular, like his throw is 17. 14. What is like the auto-timed throw loop for Ryu? He certainly has one, right? He's got it. His dash is 19 frames, that's too much. And if he throws you, is it this? That's 13. Yeah, that's it, right? Because then you're plus 4. Yeah, Ryu's jab, you're correct. You're exactly right. Right? Because then, yeah, like this, then you whiff jab and throw. You whiff 1 jab and throw, right? I think is what it is. Stop. So you go this, whiff jab, throw, yep. Whiff jab, throw, etc. Okay, so let me see if I can actually do this. Bonk and whiff jab. Oh, I whiffed too many jabs. He's ass. Whiff jab. Throw. Not quite, no. Again, I didn't grab, I need to grab Gief literally on the frame he gets up. I guess I can buffer this more than I'm giving myself credit for. Well, not that much. Throw, and with jab, throw. I think that's just about right, yeah? I think so? I think this is just about right. Because I'm grabbing Gief the 2nd frame that he's up. Which I believe is what you have. Like, you see Gief he's being grabbed the 2nd frame that he's up. So, like, that, because I believe you have 1 frame of wake-up throw involved in this game. I think. So I don't think I can actually grab, like, that single black bar there, where Gief is, like, where he's not being grabbed. I don't think I can actually grab him right there. Unless that last yellow one actually represents the 1st frame that he's actionable, but I don't think so, right? Anyway, that's certain, that is at least, that's a 1 frame better loop than we had going before. Let's see if we can do it now. Okay, sure. This still seems like, funny enough, it seems harder with Lariat than it did with SPD, and I'm not sure why. Maybe because the input is easier, that I have to like focus more on the timing, but... Are you sure this is doable with Lariat? I mean, I don't see, like, in theory, I don't see why not, but... It seems like I can only ever be too early or too late. There's no, like, easy cancel here. That's too early. 100% sure? Okay. I'll take your word for it. I guess this is going to become the labbing This is going to become the labbing jump cancel SPD episode, but sure. It's a useful tool, certainly. Even if we won't be able to use it in matches, you know, right away, right now. It's still a good thing to try and learn, I guess. Tested them myself before moving to Manon and realizing how much harder it was. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely getting my... So yeah, okay, so I got... That was a little better. I had two frames of throw and vol. I have to wait it out a little bit longer, though. I have to wait one more frame, basically. I have to hold up for 3 frames. Or 4 frames. And then hit Lariat. Leaving Gief's longer jump startup makes learning implementing this easier? Yeah. I have a 2-frame window, basically, on my pre-jump. Oh, this is tough, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. What's going on, Upset? This is... I guess, like, yeah, this is still, like, relatively, you have, like, a huge window to do this, certainly. Guess we didn't block the COVID cold mix-up? Oh, no. I'm sorry, Hecko. I hope you feel better soon. That's unfortunate, certainly. I'm realizing how shit my timing is right now. Don't mind me. 6 frames is, like, 1/10 of a second, so it is, like, it is a quick flick. But it has to be as soon as I get up, basically. I'm not holding up for that long, but I have to, you know... I have to do it as soon as Gief's actionable. Let me see here. Yeah, like, that was only... Again, I'm only holding up for 1 frame as soon as I get up. That was 2. That was better. That was way too many. It's gonna be okay. Not my first rodeo with Sea-Dog. The matchup learning, I must say. Well, I mean, you know... If you have some knowledge, that's good. Yeah, this is again, this is surprisingly difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd not expect it to be harder with Lariat than it was with SPD. I want to hit it on Lariat at least once before we go back to doing it with SPD. But Unk training, more like it's more of basically jump cancel SPD if you've heard of that with Gief, canceling Gief's pre-jump frames into a move. SPD, or in this case, I'm doing it with Lariat because the input's easier. To beat throw. The throw whiffs through your pre-jump frames, and then you do the Lariat to punish the throw whiff. Or, you know, the SPD normally. But the timing on it is being surprisingly difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, that's too much. I'm just, like, fully in the air there. Okay, let me be a little bit more conscious about this. Again, go to your extremes, and then, you know, squish your way in. So it's like, I'm gonna wait to hold up. Yeah, so right there, I, like, barely even held up before I got grabbed, I think. We want to go to the extremes and then figure out slowly middle our way in until we find the correct timing. Bonk. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. This is the timing on it. Basically, a throw has 3 active frames, so you have basically a 3-frame window to do this, right? Because you have to hold up for 3 and then let it go on on the 4th, 5th, or 6th frame there. Damn. I'm trying to figure out, like, a visual cue for this, but your knockdowns are all going to be different, too, so it's not really a thing. I mean, the timing is the same. I mean, like, the visual, like, what Gief looks like falling on his ass is going to be different every time. Trying to, like... You know what? Let's try doing it, you know what we can do? Let's do it half speed real quick. That might help. That gives me basically double the window here. I can try to, like, yeah, intentionally, like, wait and, like, basically watch Gief's... Like, watch to when he stood up. It's got to make each individual rep take longer, which, you know, oopsie, but... I think it's still a good idea. Just because, like, for timing stuff like this, giving us twice the window. Yes, I'm holding up for 2 frames there. That's good. We want to hold it for at least 4, though. Yeah. I really wish you could go even slower. Pause. Can you go frame by frame and pause? No. That would be nice. 50 is still definitely better, but... Well, he punched my ass? What happened? He's not supposed to do that? Yeah. That's like 8, by the way? Does Gief have 8 pre? No, there's no way, right? I guess that was the number of frames I was airborne, like just doing the jump without hitting a button. So right there, I hold it for 8 frames. Way too long. Again, 4, 5, or 6 is kind of what we're looking for. That's 2. Bonk. I mean, I guess 3 is actually technically perfect. Yeah, that was way too early. I did wake up Lariat, basically. AI Rebellion? Oh no, that's what I'm saying, man. That was too many. That was 6. That's not, I mean, so yeah, I guess it's 3, 4, or 5, more accurately. We can say hi to Gief in a second, yeah. Let me bring him over. Oh yeah, he only does it once, yeah. Let me try one more rep right here and then see. Yeah, I just didn't hold, that time I didn't hold up at all. Bro freed himself from the Matrix? I know. Well, let me get my shit rocks by Ryu.
Get grabbed, comma, nerd.
Let's say hi to Zangief because Hecko wanted us to. Hello. Hi. You can see my Tim Hortons cup on the side right there. Zangief says hello. He is a good boy. He very sleepy, but he also very cute. So we take it. Yeah. Look at him. He's so large. I'm such a big fan of how large and cuddly he is. I really do enjoy his continued existence. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look at my actual human son. Look at that. Look at that fang, bro. Bro caked up on a Thursday afternoon. Yo, Tim Hortons. Yeah. I mean, would I really be a real Canadian? Jump squad is 5 and not 6. Okay. I thought it was. What you're seeing on the meter there is basically how long I'm holding up before I hit a button, right? I can make it like, I can make it a lot more than that too, depending. I can make it like, 27 if I just hold up for a really long time. Okay, let's keep going on half speed for a second here. Okay, so yeah, that's again 6 is, even though it looks like a complete whiff. Oh, what am I? I'm running over my controller cable real quick. Sorry. 6 looks like a complete whiff, but it's close. We need to hold it basically for 3, 4, or 5 frames, and then hit Lariat. Right? That's like the golden zone right there. So yeah, I was way too early. We just woke up EX Lariat. Okay. That was way too late. I didn't hold up at all right there, in fact. I should just be holding up. It's a matter of when to let it go. That was 2, right? So that's, again, we're like, even though it looks like we're just fucking up horrendously, we're not actually that far off most of these times, right? It's just that, like, there's no incremental success here. We either get it or we don't, basically. We've only been like a frame or 2 off most of these times. I think I have to start holding up on a bit more of a intentional timing. Honestly, I want to go back to normal speed. I like just getting more reps at this quicker. Okay, 6. Again, is it? There's no reason this should be easier with SPD, right? I guess it's like the natural, I'm doing it mostly too early right now, so I think just like the amount of time it took to input SPD was like eating some of this time where my brain says, hold up. Yeah, 6, too long again. 6. 1, too early. Okay. I find it like, the first time I wanted to do this, I did it. Like the first, after Razzle explained it to me and I understood what I meant, like I immediately woke up. And I immediately woke up and did it. And now it's been like 50 attempts and I haven't been able to do it. Try going back to SPD. Let's see. Right? Like, I don't understand. Why is it so much easier with SPD? I went back. We did it on literally the first try when I went back to SPD. Not that it's going to be like 100% of the time, right? But it does feel like it's much more consistent when I try doing it with SPD instead of Lariat. Again, I think it's because literally the time it takes to input is like helping my brain eat up some of this time where it's like, you have to hit a button, you gotta go. Because I've been too early, usually. Grappler brain versus brawler brain, I guess, yeah. Look at the number of attempts. I don't think you can cancel pre-jump frames 3 to 5 into Lariat to hit 0, 1, and 2, and 6 so many times that it's like statistically significant. Yeah, I mean, possibly. Grappler brain go burr, very true. Razzle said he's done this before, and I believe him, but it's possible that the throw loop was timed differently or something. I don't know. But yeah, SPD we can definitely do a little bit more easily. Again, we're not, like, this is, we've spent like a good 24 minutes labbing this already. This is not going to become, want me to record and throw it in Discord? I'll take a look, yeah, sir. This is not going to become, like, a thing we use immediately, like, in the very next video, but it's just good to... you got to do some amount of work for timing stuff like this to kind of get a feel for it, right? Again, right now, I definitely skew too early almost all the time, right? I definitely skew, like, I start churning the butter too early most of the time. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what that... Oh, no. He whiffed a throw right there, didn't he? He whiffed a punch? Actually, no, I don't think he did. I think that was the throw. Okay. Yep. Because you don't want to churn too slow to the point that you want to make sure the input reader still recognizes you were doing at SPD, right? There is like a lot of leniency there, though. Yeah, exactly. Right, so that's what that should look like. And again, we can do this with, I'm doing light SPD. You can do it with any SPD in theory. Light is probably the best though, because like it will beat them like walking back instead of backdashing. It would catch them in their walk back, basically. But in theory, you could do like jump cancel EX SPD. I don't see a reason why not. I don't think. Okay, this is certainly interesting. Yeah, see, you can do that too. There's no reason you can't do that. So that's, I mean, so again, the reason this is good, right? The reason I'm like taking this time is because it's good to have an actual threatening reason for people not to grab you. Because usually with a lot of characters, if you get guessed, like if they guess that you went for a throw, or if they even just happen to be delay teching and do it correctly, right? All you do is, you get a tech, you go back to neutral. It doesn't really matter that much. I mean, you can wake up backdash as well, certainly, but that's got its own oddities to it, right? But yeah, if you just like tech the throw, right? It's not really that worrying, I guess, that threatening. But if you do like if when you guess them, you can do 4,000 damage on their forehead, right? Then that's actually pretty good. And again, jump cancel SPD if they, I mean, even if they walk back, but not. Are we so afraid to win a match off pre-jump cancel, punish counter, OD SPD? I know, right? Hey, you can't wake up backdash as well, right? Yeah. So you can do that, but yeah, you see, I'm only +2 off of that actually. Now I thought I'd be able to punish him here, but I'm only +2 off of that, if you can see. I thought this isn't, yeah, this is not Grand Blue at all, huh? Backdash does not punish throw like that. Oh no! Oh goddamn! All right. Let's redo the throw loop real quick. Oh, I didn't actually start it. But yeah, so you can't even punish. I thought I was gonna be like, wait, yeah, why don't I just backdash? Also, wait, no, yeah, also that throw loop. Now this throw loop is perfect, right? And I'm wrong. You can actually. So there is, to my understanding, again, there is actually one frame of wake up throw invuln in this game. But I guess that last yellow bar. Okay, let me pause and explain to you what I mean a little bit more easily here. Nope. So like this. So you can see right here, right, that Gief actually does get grabbed the very second the bar is no longer yellow, if you look at Ryu's frame meter there. But yeah, I guess that last yellow bar there is the last frame of, like, it's the frame after he wakes up, I suppose. But anyway, yeah, so this is actually the perfect, I did it correctly this time. This is the perfect Ryu throw loop, I suppose. But, anyways, yeah, so backdash can't even punish this, huh? I thought it would be able to, but no, it cannot. Like, if I backdash on his ass here, right? If you look at the frame meter, oh, that's on -1. I mean, yeah, +1. So there's no punish here. So yeah, again, even more so, it's very good to have like an actual threatening way to deter them from throwing if you guess their grab. Like, it's all RPS at the end of the day. Like, this is not like, oh, I have to jump cancel SPD. I can no longer be throw looped. But, it's like, Cammy has jump EX dive kick. That's like the main one that comes to mind right now. I'm sure other characters have versions of this too. I guess Jamie could probably do it too, right? Funny enough, it's always funny when like oh yeah, this thing is pretty good for a character to have, and it's like I guess Jamie can do it too. But I mean, yeah, Jamie's whole thing, like fundamentally, his design is a little bit, having to give up Oki to get the things that make your character good is always going to be tough, right? But anyway, it's good to have like an actual threatening way to guess grab, and that's exactly what this is. If anything, this is one of the more threatening ways to do so. Now, the thing is, if I do this though, and instead of like trying to throw loop me, if instead of trying to throw loop me, he like wake up backdashes or something, I do just like whiff an SPD. Just pull a one frame move out of nowhere. Yeah. Jamie's actually good at 4 drinks. He's good at like, I feel like Jamie's like good at like 2, right? He's really good at 3. His command grab is really scary. But yeah, still the fact like he starts every round at 0, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, what beats the? So again, we're not going to be able to use this consistently immediately, but it's a good thing. Like, I understand how it works now. I'm going to practice it, right? All that. But what beats this exactly? So obviously, if he like wake up jumps, that kills me. Apparently, his command grab into CA does more damage than Gief CA. Yeah, because I believe his command grab does not scale the combo at all if done into CA, right? So all his command grab has to do is do at least 800 damage, and then it will be more damage than Gief CA. Because Jamie CA is 4,500, like all the other CAs, I think. And Gief CA is 5,300. So, but yes, if they wake up jump, I die. I straight up. It used to. I think they nerfed. Oh, okay. But yeah, so if they wake up jump, or sorry, if their Oki option is neutral jump, like some people do to beat delay tech, I just explode because I whiff an SPD, right? If their wake up option is like backdash away from me, the same things that will beat you teching throw with throw will beat SPD, but they'll beat it even harder, right? So, because obviously it's way easier. Like sometimes, you know, like sometimes you throw and they jump and you don't get punished for it. You probably should every time, to be fair. But like it's gonna be so much easier because obviously, you know, throw is throw is minus 30 on whiff. This is minus 61. It's literally double the recovery frames, right? So if they jump or if they backdash, I go to hell. If they wake up mash, I go to hell. Like if they just meaty me, I go to hell. But yeah, I mean, if they try to like shimmy by like walking back a little bit, right? They actually like if they just try to like space out on wake up, this grabs them, right? I mean, late SPD, we all know, is a gigantic fucking grab, right? Is he in grab range from here? I think he is, right? Yeah. So like if they don't fully commit to the backdash and they kind of just like walk back or try to like, you know, spacing trap or whiff punish something, that kills them and really kills throw. I like it. I guess, you know what? I guess it would beat, depending on if they poorly time like a DI, it could beat a wake up DI as well, right? It's a hard call for sure, but the threat of hard punching throw loops is worth it. Yeah, I mean, I guess the other example of this used to be, I mean, this one, so this is a good example, like, this analysis right here is a good example of why Blanka's jump back EX ball is so good, right? So if you were ever wondering why, you know, maybe I can just bring him on screen. But if you've played any amount of Street Fighter, especially back in Season 1, you know what I'm talking about, right? I actually don't know what is the input. Is this a charge input? Is it this? Yeah, right. This thing that Blanka could do. If you had heard a lot of bitching and moaning about this move and saying, you know, people complaining about it being too strong, the reason for that is that this is exactly what I'm talking about here, where it beats wake up throw. The crazy thing about this is it beats shimmy too, where it used to, right? In the sense of like, if you were shimmying this move, if you were shimmying on wake up and Blanka did jump back EX ball for his defensive option, right? Let me hold the charge for a sec. What you would get is you would block this move, right? And then Blanka was incredibly plus in your face. So where for like Gief jump cancel SPD is a really good option. I still have PTSD from EX Blanka ball, yeah. Like Gief jump cancel SPD is a very strong option because it beats throws and it's very dangerous to you know, to throw. If a Gief knows how to do that consistently, it's very dangerous to guess throw. Right, to do throw on Gief's Oki, right? On his wake up, rather. But Gief jump cancel SPD gets absolutely blown up by a shimmy if you backdash or something, right? Now, to be fair, it can beat like walk back shimmies, but even then, it's like a little bit finicky. Whereas like jump back EX Blanka ball kills you if you throw, and if you shimmy, fair, you don't get like murdered, but your Blanka is now suddenly he spent 2 drive bar to make it his turn. Right, I mean, worst case, he can just do you know, jump back ball and then back throw you, and then now you're in the corner, dumbass, right? So again, like the reason this is so incredibly strong is that it's a very threatening way to make them not want to throw you, and it doesn't even lose the shimmy. The only thing that beat that was mashing on wake up, basically, which I mean, obviously that is covered by is it down then up his ball? What's his grounded ball? I actually don't know, but like his like just DP basically will beat that. So there was like, he had a reversal for, I mean, he had a reversal for every option, essentially. He had a like, and it was a 50-50, where normally like there's a lot more, it's a lot more of a complicated RPS situation. Command list, there we go. I lost my, oh, it's kicks, got it. Yeah, this thing, right? So if you mashed he could do that. If you did anything else, right, he could do this. Oh, I mass, give me a second. But EX, of course. Yeah, the air one is punch. The grounded one is kicks. How interesting. I think, anyway. But yeah, so like that's why Blanka jump back EX ball is so good, right? Because it beats throw and it beats shimmy, which is, you know, at that point you just have to commit to just only doing strike pressure on Blanka's wake up, which again has its own problems. But yeah, that little tangent aside right there. And it's still good, by the way, but I guess, I mean, it being minus a lot of the time now, right, means that it's not, I mean, at this point it kind of is probably a little bit of a, if not a worse version of jump cancel SPD, it's much more comparable to it now, right? Let's see if we can get this. We can get this like one more time, and then maybe, and then we'll call it. I think we can get it like, maybe we can do like a punish counter jump cancel EX SPD, and then we'll call it for this video. But yeah, this is, I mean, the timing is like the kind of thing. It is just it's weird, right? But it's the kind of thing you just have to get used to. On the bright side, I mean, it is kind of, it's based on once you get up, right? Different knockdowns will knock you down for a different amount of time. But if you can just like figure out like what the last little bit of your get up looks like regardless, and like when you're actionable, it'll be a little bit more consistent. I'm getting the EX. There you go. So again, like, it's not the hardest thing to do in the world. The problem, of course, is going to be trying to get consistent with this. Like, even you know, literally, I've done it probably like, I have like a probably 5% or 10. I mean, with Lariat, it's like a 0% hit rate. But with SPD, I've done like probably like a 5 to 10% hit rate on them, is my guess. Obviously, you'd want it to be a little bit more than that before you try and take it into a real match. But that's already pretty good, considering I learned about it. Or I mean, I always knew about it, but I learned how to do it a good 30 minutes ago. So that's certainly not the hardest thing in the world, right? I mean, even if you can get that to 50-50, because like if you fuck it up, basically what you get is you just get thrown, right? So it's not the world's greatest. I mean, if you do EX SPD, you lose 2 drive bar. But that's, I mean, you don't do that unless you want to put your nuts on the table for real, right? If you just do a regular SPD, you're just gonna get thrown. If you mess it up, you're gonna get counter hit thrown, which does nothing. So it's not even the worst thing in the world to mess this up. So. Okay, that was, I didn't expect that to take 35 minutes, but it's a curious little thing to practice and discuss. Interesting idea, too, that, like, pre-jump frames, right, can be canceled into stuff. Makes sense, I suppose. The case in a lot of games, I think. But yeah, that is going to do it for this little labbing session right here, this jump cancel SPD labbing session. Fun stuff, certainly. I did get thrown, like, 9 times in a row by the same Ed last video. And again, it was one of those things where it's like, well, I mean, but what can I really do, right? At the end of the day, it's RPS. Sometimes it's get thrown 9 times in a row. And that's still true, by the way. Like, again, having this, even if I could do this 100% of the time on command, this doesn't mean that suddenly I'm immune to throw loops. It just means that the fighting games are all about risk-reward. So it just means that suddenly the risk-reward for throwing Gief, if you know the Gief can jump cancel SPD, is a lot scarier. Because if you throw him, right, you do, like, 1,200 damage. Right, or I mean, actually, it's more like that because that one doesn't do as much. Oh no, it is. Yeah, 1,200 is about right. Gief does more damage with his throws than average. But you do like 12 to 1,500 damage, and if he jump cancel SPDs you take. I mean, at best, punish counter light SPD is 2,900 damage. Right? So it's like it's 2 to 1 against you. So it makes throwing him much scarier. It doesn't mean that people won't do it, but it does make the RPS a little bit more in your favor. Certainly, it gets very scary to try and throw loop Gief. Cool. Well, we are going to play a little bit of Vasaraga, I think, up until Straw's bracket starts up here for now on the stream side of things. But for the VOD watchers, hello VOD watchers, hope you're having a good time. Hope you had a good time with the video. If you did, any kind of like, subscribes, comments, bells, all that good stuff helps out a lot, as you know. I also stream every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to come by and hang out, I encourage you to do so. I also have a Discord. Good place to make some friends, learn more about the game, all that good stuff. But if you join, be nice or I'll shoot you in the head in Minecraft. Most important. Hope you had a good time hanging out today, as always. This was interesting, man. I know it's kind of like was 36 minutes, means getting like thrown by the Ryu over and over. But you know, there's an interesting piece of tech here, and it's certainly quite strong if we can actually get the hang of it. I think it was I had fun at least trying to nail this down a little bit, and I hope you did too. For now, having fun with the big boy. Gonna be a lot more coming your way, and until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.